Welcome back, everybody. We're out here at U-Pull in East Bethel today, and somebody was asking in one of the last videos, do a fifth gen like a 2011 to 2020, like the facelifted ones. And lucky for you, my brother's 2014 Dodge Grand Caravan SE, the window regulator self-destructed in the driver's door, so it needs one. So I'm here. And here we are. He also needed a black front bumper and grille. Clearly we're not going to be taking those today because somebody beat us to it. I actually saw this on their Facebook listing a couple days ago, and I sent him a picture. He's like, you should go get that bumper. And I'm like, eh. And then the window regulator blew apart, so I'm like, I'll get the bumper. And it's already gone. Because this van was in really good shape. It had the nice 17-inch alloy wheels on it, like the black and silver ones. Those are gone immediately. As is the hood, the bumper, the grille. I bet you this hood was one of the ones that was already done under recall, so it was in good shape. Because his has got the aluminum peeling and stuff in it. But whatever, here we are. He also, he caught a deer in the front right on it, so it's all kind of smacked in it needed a fender too, but without the hood or without the bumper and everything, I'm not gonna get the fender. It's duct taped together right now. I'll insert a picture of it if I remember. Anyway, new cars, yay! Here we are. This is a Dodge Grand Caravan. I don't know exactly what year this one is right now. I don't remember what it said, but it is a 2014. It's also 2014. So look at that. It's an exact match. It's a 2014 Dodge Grand Caravan. It doesn't say it's an SE, but like this thing is a lot better trimmed than my brother's, which was actually like a business use vehicle. It was like a transportation vehicle, so it had like a lot of options deleted on it. But this is just a Grand Caravan, apparently, allegedly. As you can see, it's got stow and go seating. 8 of 2013 on that bad boy right there. And it is black on black on black on black with some silver accents. This thing had, obviously, power windows, locks, mirrors, I'm assuming. It's also got this power vent window switch, I think is what this is, and it does both windows at the same time, is what that tells me. That's kind of cool. I like this interior. It's nice. It's actually in pretty good shape. Black cloth seats. They're power, everything. Looks like it's got cruise control. Does not have the radio controls, though. It's deleted. It's got this full instrument panel. Actually, I like these instrument clusters a lot. They're kind of nice. But it's missing like the extra screen up here for like the temp and stuff, I think. There's supposed to be a screen there. This does not have the overhead console. It does have the power slider doors and rear hatch though. That's nice. The radio's been removed. It's got a fuel economy. It looks like it's got 115 volt power somewhere in here. That's kind of cool. Bunch of extra powers here. It's got dual zone climate control. These fancy leather armrests, I guess. I don't know. It's actually pretty clean in here. It does have this upper... what is this? Is this like a TV in here? It is. It does got an infotainment screen in here. And it does have rear climate control up there. We've got a radiator here. Here's that 115 amp power, it looks like, right? It's got USBs. Yeah, look at this. That's a cool setup right there. It's got HDMI input, RCA input, and then you've got straight 115. So it's got a power converter in it. That's awesome. Looks like it's got curtain airbags up here, or side curtain airbags, whatever you want to call those. I like this. It's got some options in it. Not a cup holder, says the cup holder. Not a cup holder. I guess it says closed container, not open container. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Does it got a power passenger seat? I guess we'll swing around the other side. I did say it has stow and go second row, and obviously third row seats back there. These are stow and go buckets. That is a stow and go kind of bench bucket deal. My brother's 2014's got stow and go rears, but it's got a regular bench up front there, and then it's just cargo storage in there because the stow and go like retracted bucket hideaway area is still built into them all. But swing around here. Does not have a power passenger seat. It is a manual passenger seat. Ooh, title. Motor vehicle title enclosed. Liars. Somebody's been in here clearly. I think there's another one here. Yep. Nothing in there. Those are kind of nice. Oh, let's hop up in here. The radiator's in here because somebody ripped it out. Nothing going on back here. Everything's in good shape. Did I even mention it's got a black headliner? Like, it's black on black on black on black on black on black. Like, wow. I bet you this thing gets scorching hot in the summer or anytime it's in the sun. I can imagine. Anything back here? How do you open this thing? It's just open, good. Ooh, taillights. Pre-pulled. There's a glove. Trim. Power liftgate. And it looks like it's got, as far as hardware goes, it looks like it had brand new rear brakes and everything. Somebody took the pads or something. I don't know what the heck's going on here. Like, the pads are gone. But these are like brand new rotors. I think the fronts look that way too. As far as rust goes, this thing's pretty clean. Like the rocker panels, well, if you look here, it's not that clean. See, look at the 5th gen, they're even doing this now. This is a 2014. Somebody spray painted that. Yeah, dog legs are gone on these two. Rocker's still all there, but the corner here is pretty crunchy. And it's because it's full of foam. Hell, it looks like somebody's been here. Look at this seam. Has somebody been here, or is that panel separate here? Like, can you remove that? Probably. I don't know. Somebody might have been there before. But, yeah, rockers are okay. Like I said, new front brakes, but somebody took the pads, and then they only took the pads. It's wild behavior right there. Sway bar links are in good shape. Tie rods seem okay. A little bit of rusting up here, not too bad. On this side, same deal. New brakes. Struts could use a little work. That door's dinged up probably at the arc, but the rockers look okay. And then up under the hood here, well, up under in the engine bay, there's no hood. As previously discussed, we have a Chrysler Pentastar 3.6 liter V6 and a 6.2 TE automatic transmission. Considering how clean this van was, I think it only had, if I remember on the listing, I didn't see an oil change sticker. I think online it said it had like a $150, $170. Based on that, $170. Based on that mileage, do you think it was the motor or the transmission that cooked? It could be either or. Clearly there's nothing else wrong with it. It was either this or that. There's no transmission dipstick in it. There's no oil dipstick in it. Hard to say. Hard to say. But that's probably what did it in. Transmission seems to leak fluid. Engine really didn't look like it leaked all that much. Maybe from this valve cover up here. But does this still have the plastic guys up here? I can't. I'm looking for... That looks like the plastic stuff still. Like the oil filter housing. I think they, those crack and delete themselves. And all the oil. That one still looks original. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, here's a quick look at this 2014 Dodge Grand Caravan out here at U-Pull in East Bethel, Minnesota. I'm going to go ahead and pull this regulator out. And I guess that's all I'm doing today, because everything else I wanted to pull is already gone. And I'll see you guys next time. Well, that van, being as optioned as it is, had the wrong window motor in it. It had a 6-pin window motor. We need the 2-pin for my brother's van. So here we are on this, I think it's a 2009 2009 Actually, that's wild. It's a 2008 Chrysler Town and Country, which they don't list on their inventory. I just happened to see it. So here we are. We're gonna pull this door panel off, and we're gonna see. Ideally, this one's lower trim. It looks like, even though it's Town and Country. I think this will have the right assembly. Hopefully, maybe, possibly. These door panels are pretty easy to pull off. Screw in here. Screw in here. Obviously, pull the window switch out, and a bunch of clips to get that off, including pulling this right here. So, anyway, why don't we make this video a little longer, and we'll look at this unfacelifted 5th gen, this 2008 Chrysler Town & Country that has had the bumper deleted. So yeah, this one's a red one. Only the best. It is in fact a 2008 Chrysler Town & Country. This one is not as rusty as that 2014, although it is rusty. Actually, it's really rusty. Look at the salt. It just didn't rust up here. I'm sure there's rust on the rocker panel, believe it or not. Crazy concept. The brakes. I don't know what kind of coating was put on this brake caliper, but it didn't do it any favors. Those brakes are rusty. It's got all kinds of radiators and radiator fans and stuff in it. It's got a flat tire on this side. This thing must have been sitting for a while, considering. Look at that tire. All dinged up, dented up. Must have been in an accident. Oh yeah, look at this. There's paint under my paint. They just skim coated right over top. I don't even think they scuffed the original paint, so it's been repainted, clearly. It's been filled and then wrecked again. This poor van lived a rough life. It's got just a thin little strip of trim in the center. I guess your Chrysler Town & Country is your low trim units now. That's kind of how it went with them all. They're just all rebadges. Looks like it's going to be manual sliding doors, manual everything. It does have wood grain in it. And then it's got, must have a lot of miles. Look at that steering wheel. No cruise. It does have cruise control, just no buttons on the steering wheel in the early gens. These got gray cloth seats, gray interior, light colored headliner. It looks like we've got tri-zone climate control with rear AC. There's your basic Chrysler CD stereo. And there is the 2008 Chrysler instrument panel, which is a lot nicer than the Dodge Grand Caravans. I love this panel, this flat panel, rather than the weird bezels that come out. You guys know what I'm talking about if you guys have owned a 5th gen, I think. This thing's out of Illinois, based on that sticker. I can't read the mileage on it, but I think it's got a lot. No overhead console. Does have rear AC controls up there. Got cup holders. Center console is full of leaves and grape juice. There's an owner's manual over there. It does have the clock. We've got a clock, guys. That's your options right there. It does have the key fob still in it. It's the hood, I think. There's no way the hood's not popped, right? Yeah, it's popped or broken or something. It's rocking these 225/65 R16 Firestones on it. They look a little old. DOT code, anybody? I don't see one. And up under the hood of this unit is a Chrysler 3.3 liter V6 and a 4.1T automatic transmission. Only the greatest Chrysler drivetrain. Most likely, probably, possibly. That's what I would say, at least for the minivans. The most reliable, anyway. Anyway, that's the latest, newest version of the 3.3 and the 4-speed transmission. And it's there. It's leaky. It's oily. It's full of leaves and stuff, or evidence of it sitting. It's got a Napa Pro Select filter on it down there. The little filter. Looks like original plug wires, coil pack. I don't really see that anything's been done. Original alternator. Original pretty well everything. So, I think this van just never got any work done until it died. Which seems about right. Look at that bad boy up under there. Original transmission by chance? VIN 095. VIN 095. So, transmission's at least original. Hey, look, a key fob for a GM product. Go over there to your GM products. Stay away. Anyway, that is going to do it for this van. I'm going to get to work here. I'm going to get this done and pulled so I can go home. Well, I figure, here we are. We're on the 2014 Dodge Grand Caravan SE that my brother drives. He had a regulator, window regulator blow apart. The little clip on this side, the little plastic guy that holds to the window, the part that holds the cable blew out and it ripped the cable out of it, and it dropped the window while he was driving after work, I believe. Anyway, I just got back from U-Pull. I just pulled this out of a 2008 Chrysler Town & Country, and it is fitted to a 2014. Now, there's one thing I had to do. You could just take the regulator off and put it in your whole case. I decided to leave this whole thing together, the assembly, the motor, everything. Mine just happens to have the 2-pin wiper motor. There's also a 6-pin wiper motor, I guess. I found that in the other 2014 I looked at. To utilize this cable is different on the 14 and the 08 for the handle. So this is the 14 cable. I had to hog this hole out here to get the rubber to fit for the lock, but that's the only thing I had to change. And it doesn't utilize this screw hole, I guess, that's here on the 08. Other than that, it just kind of fits, which is cool. As you can see, for proof, 11/7/2007, and with a revision date of 8/16/2006, in this 2014. Fits fine. The wiper motor works, so it's good to go. That's awesome. Otherwise, here's an update on this van. He needs to vacuum it. I fluid filmed the inside of this door and the bottom jamb while I was in there, and I also fluid filmed the pinch weld on the rockers last night when I was looking at it. I advised him to buy a case of fluid film, and I would fluid film the underside of this vehicle, but I did that complimentary. Bottom of all the doors, and then inside the fender seams there, and then the rear quarters I also did as well. Just the most important spots, because this van has zero rust on it. It's a Georgia vehicle. And I believe right now it was sitting at like just over 250 on it now. I guess I gotta shut the door, huh? I think this will open for me, right? There. It thinks the door is still open. Oh, because the back door is open. Idiot. This doesn't have like power doors or anything. Okay, there. Sorry, I'm pulling the cable right there so I can get out. How many miles this thing got on it now? Take two. How do I change this? I don't remember how to do this, kids. I don't drive these. How do I do the thing? Step? Yeah, there we go. Step. 252,635. I believe the oil just got changed in it. We got a tire light on apparently. I'll have to check the PSI on that. Otherwise, you got an airbag light on, because the airbag guy, I gotta put that sensor back in. And then a seatbelt light. Otherwise, she's good to go. It had a brake light when we bought it. We fixed a mouse chew under the hood on the wire harness. If I pop the hood here. As you can see, this hood's doing the aluminum corrosion thing. Too bad the original owners did not warranty that. Or recall. I don't know if we'll be able to do it or not. I don't think we really care, to be honest. That little connector right there, I had to splice that back together for the brake, for the little brake level sensor. Otherwise, it's had nothing but oil changes so far, and a little bit of she smucked the deer pretty good right here. As you can see, it kind of crinkled the fender in. This is kind of all just tied together now. Which is why I was hoping to get that bumper and the grill into the fender. I was hoping to kind of put this thing back together, in the hood maybe is what I was looking for on that van at U-Pull. But there she is. There's an update on the 2014 as it gets beat to death. clearly. Poor thing. And it must have, I don't remember, was that dent there before? Because it's there now. The Michelins are looking pretty good. He's gonna need some new tires for winter. These front ones are getting pretty down there. This one's not too bad. The front left is the worst, I believe. Yeah, he's getting down there for winter. But I believe we put new brakes in it, or he did, he and my dad. So it's got new brakes on it now. Yeah, she's looking pretty good. So I know some of you guys, a lot of you guys own these vans, the newer ones, and some of you guys wanted an update. You see how nice and clean this arch is? That's why I sprayed the inside of that arch down in the bottom here. Really need to get in and drill a couple holes and put some plugs. But here's the thing, you drill into these rockers and it's all so full of foam anyway, I don't know what you can really do about it to get fluid film in there, because they just pack them full of foam. Anyway, I'm done ranting. I'm gonna get this put together. I figure we'll take a quick test lap in the van after we put some air in these tires and check them. And there you go, you get a little update on the 2014 Dodge Grand Caravan. It's a nice van. I do like it. I do like it. If I didn't have so many millions of old Caravans and had to dedicate all my time to those, I would totally drive this. I like these rims. I would take that black interior out of that van we saw at U-Pull and swap these seats and swap for the stow and go for sure, and put like that full center console in. That's what I would do for sure. But it's not my van, so I won't. This sucks. This bothers me so much. This van it had a little dent. This was not perfect when we got it. I was planning on getting a grill for him anyway, but boy, did that deer really do her in. Luckily, it didn't bash the radiator or anything. It survived. And the hood survived, as crappy as the hood is. But, you know, I'll keep my eye out for a black bumper. At some point, I'd like to fix it and then maybe polish up the headlights. They could use a little polishing. It's not my car, though. I can only do so much. Why does Chrysler do stuff like this? I was to the point where putting the door panel on. Also, this was broke by my dad, who ripped the panel off and broke the handle. So I fixed that, as you can see, for now, because I didn't know it was broke until after I went to put it together. Or otherwise, I would have had a handle from U-Pull. I go to put the door panel off, and it's hitting this. This is the 08 panel. This is the 14 panel. They just decided to lop off an inch on the plastic here for door panel fitment, I guess. So that's different. Good to know. Don't do what I did. Just rip the regulator out of the 08 door panel and just throw it in here. That's what I should have done. But I didn't want to rip this regulator out or that regulator out and it was supposed to be easier. It was supposed to be just throw the whole thing in and be done. No. So now I'm going to have to come out here with a Sawzall and lop off a chunk on this panel here. Why? Why must nothing be easy? Ever. It's great. I love it. I could have looked at that before and saw that maybe, but I didn't. So, whatever. Yes, very nice. Surely that won't have any complications whatsoever. Probably won't. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Boy, I truly am MacGyver. We haven't retained the original strength by taking the piece I cut out, inverting it, throwing it back in, and screwing it in. Hopefully that fits. On the first go, I just eyeball lopped it off, so, that's good. But at least it's, still got the strength of if it was this, I guess. I think. I don't know, man. Like a glove, it fits perfectly. Even the hole lines up in there. Yeah, it lines up good, actually. That's how you make an 8 to 10 inner door panel regulator assembly fit a 2014. MacGyver the piss out of it. So, whatever. That's cool, I guess. The more you know. Don't do that. Just pull the regulator. Be done with it. You'll be fine. It'll be easier than what I had to do. But something sunken cost fallacy. I committed and it's fine. Well, I couldn't stand to see it dirty. It really needed a cleaning. So I vacuumed the whole thing out, and then I scrubbed it all down, the dash and all the trims and stuff, and the door jambs in the front here. I didn't do too much in the back, but I cleaned it up a little bit. Definitely needed that. Looks pretty good for 250K, doesn't it? It's a really good shape. Well, most of it is in really good shape. Yeah, that was very much needed. I figured we'll end this video out. We'll go take it for a quick cruise. Why not, right? Did, after all, just clean it for free. Because that's what you do with the customer's car when you're done with it, right? You go joyride it. You're darn right, that's what we're gonna do. Come here, keys. Oh, I gotta put air in the tires. Let me do that too. Well, I did get all the tires to 36 PSI, but the light is flashing still. So, I don't know what that means. Probably a bad sensor. Let's go for a drive. Or maybe it'll just go out. I don't know. Please just go away, tire light. I know that used to work. Whatever. I have to put a code reader on it. Alright, you guys didn't think I'd actually joyride this thing, did you? I wasn't even floored. Jesus. This thing drives great. There isn't anything in the wheel. Alright, sorry. I'm only going to do that once. Blows up motor. Yeah, this thing cruises great. You'd almost think this thing's a Jeep with what's going on here. It's not, though. Yeah, 65, this thing. Phenomenal vehicle to drive. It's a great driver, that's for sure.